Okay, I think we're good to go. I think we're good. Are we sounding good? We're live. It's EA. It's good. Is my mic on? Yeah. Yeah, I just started there. I've just unmuted myself, so it sounds pretty good. So this is going to be the main thing, and then we're going to switch. When we go to the conference, it's going to go like this. Okay, so we got like 28 minutes, and they're just doing a pre-show right now, so I'll just let everybody come in, and we can just have a little chat here. So it's been a long road to get to here, with technology-wise. So I'll just switch back here for the moment. Hey everybody, I'm just going to read the chat here. Mighty Hunter, hi. Johnny, Darren Nolan, welcome. Clark Josalind, welcome. It's nice to have all you guys here and gals. Always gotta be able to say that. So the E3 seems a little loud, eh? Oh, don't worry. When I get into the conference, I'll bring that down a little bit for sure. So this is a big test for me. Obviously, I've never done a live stream through each conference, so it should be interesting to say the least. And hey, if you want to see something funny, I never wear headphones. I usually wear like earbuds, but I pulled these out. I'm like, do I have any like big headphones? These are from like 22 years ago, and they work pretty good. So yeah. Last named Hey, say hi to me. I said hi to you. For sure. So, you know, the funny thing is about this EA conference, I'm not super hyped. I'm not like super excited. Every EA conference, I just kind of go in and I watch it and I just kind of take it in, and it is what it is, right? Last year was just ridiculous. There was some really, really funny moments that happened. Let me first say, I would hate to be a presenter at E3, because I know I'd screw it up somehow. I'd get in front of the crowd, I'd be like doing the Jesse Wellens thing, going, hey everybody, whoa, we're playing a game, oh, the lights are on, and there's so much pressure to do that kind of presentation, and I don't know, I don't think I would really like that too much. I'm just going to read the chat here. 1996 headphones, what's up? I know, right? This is so crazy. They still work, though. I gotta say, some technology from like 20 years ago still works totally fine. As I say, my speakers in the other room for my vinyl record player, they're 20 plus years old, if not older than that. So, naughty internal person says, I'm only watching this because it's you. I don't care about EA. Well, you know what? EA does have a bad reputation over the last bunch of years. You know, obviously, I'm even seeing on the screen here Battlefront 2. Yeah, that was a big, the game was good, but all those microtransactions and loot boxes and all that just destroyed what could have been a really, really great gaming experience here. So we're gonna test something right now. I'm just getting into it. We still have like half an hour to go. Just testing out. I'm going to cut to the they're just doing a pre-conference thing going on here.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the kickoff, and I'm also ready for Ultimate Team as well.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the cover?
How's the audio?
Oh, it had to be Ronaldo.
I was happy about that. I'm excited that they're going to do that Ronaldo for another year. That's great.
Back-to-back years is the best player in the world. It had to be him.
Thank you, Andre Kinghorn. Appreciate it.
You don't think so?
No, the best player in the world had to be Ronaldo.
Hey, Isha Gaming, feel free to put on your glasses. Maybe I might. Maybe I might.
So, when it comes to FIFA, are you guys kind of at the top of the class in your group of friends? Are you in the middle of the pack?
Everything's good? Okay, good.
I would consider myself at the top of my friends.
I don't feel like watching that right now. Like, when we have about 5 minutes to go, I'll cut in, but right now they're just interviewing sports teams and whatever. I don't even know who these guys are. I don't even know who they were. So I'm just going to read the chat for sure. It's really great. I wanted to do this so I could interact with all of you guys today. That's the fun about this. Is I can watch it with you. It's so fun. It's so fun. Let's see. Let's read one of them here. Hey, Johnny. First time saying hi to you. How you doing, dude? Hikazi ZX. I'm doing really good. Me and Kim had a bad night's sleep. I don't know. you know, I was working on getting this all up and running, and I got to thank my friend JKB and Matrix Gamer for helping me set this up. It was a bit of an ordeal to get this laptop to kind of run E3, but there's one thing that I've learned, and I'm going to say this right now. You know, for next E3, and you know what, even in 3 weeks to a month from now, I'm going to buy the most powerful PC that I possibly can, because I've never streamed like this before, and I saw the limitations of what I can do, and that really frustrated me, and I don't want to ever have that happen again. It's been really frustrating. It's taken us a bunch of days to get this up and running, and I want to buy a PC that would make God jealous. Really, I want God to come down and go, holy shit, look at the computing power on this. It can compute the universe beyond even me. That's the kind of PC that I want. I haven't owned a PC for, oh God, 12 years. And that's only because I got a Mac for editing and all that. And now I'm ready to get back into getting a super high-powered PC. And I got to talk to a couple of friends to build this machine for me. It's going to be something else. Jordan Parker says, hey, here I am looking for a Twitch stream for EA, and here's the Happy Console Gamer. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming on in. Valis, Phantom Soldiers. Hey, Johnny, what's up? Are you hyped for E3? I am for E3. For EA, not so much. I'm not like going, oh my God, I can't wait to see the EA conference. Has anybody ever said that ever? You know, last year I remember I was just kind of like watching it. I'm like, you kind of just watch it for the cringy moments and the terrible things that can happen during a conference. Hey, and it's happened to Nintendo. They've had some incredibly cringy moments over the years. Somebody says, get RGT went live as well, laughed my ass off. Well, of course, I think everybody is streaming E3. It's the thing to do. It's a lot of fun for us all to do this kinds of thing, that's for sure. It makes absolute sense. I even knew when people went into their subscription boxes, there'll probably be about 15 YouTubers all streaming E3. E3, you know, YouTube has changed quite a lot. There's a lot of people on YouTube now making content, and I think it's great. I remember John Hancock made a video, is there too many YouTubers? I don't think there is. I think there's a big audience for everybody. I think more people are watching than ever before, and it's how you want to interact. It's just how you're like, everybody picks their favorite people that they want to watch. I pick the favorite people that I want to watch for videos and stuff like that. It's all the same. So it's kind of like TV. There's a lot of diversity for the amount of shows you can watch now. I think that's great. I remember back when I started, you know, on YouTube, there was like 10 reviewers. So that's something a little bit different. Straight Edge Gamer says, I absolutely adore Titanfall 2. I loved every second, but now I'm absolutely terrified about Titanfall 3. You're terrified about Titanfall 3? Is that getting announced? I don't know. That's funny. There's so many rumors. I've read so much stuff that I have to watch the conferences now because I'm getting confused about what I've read that's potentially going to happen, what is false rumor. There's been so much leaked stuff, you know. Obviously Walmart, we thank Canada, right? Thank you, Canada, Walmart Canada, for leaking a lot of games there. So yeah, how long do we have to go here? 20 minutes. It's good. Oh wow, $5 from Die Hard Gamer Bros. Thank you, Die Hard Game Bros. Your question is what? You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Congrats for 10 years. Looking forward to the next 10 and beyond. Thank you so much. I think one of the plans is, as I say, I gotta get a power PC, man. For what I want to do for the next 10 years of the show, I want to run 4K video games at, you know, like at 60 frames a second. I want it to be smooth and fantastic. We're only doing 720 today. That's all I could get this laptop to do. Never having that happen again. Sorry, I'm venting a bunch of my frustrations about my own technology, and going forward, it will be better for sure. But, you know, this is a first for me, so that's the kind of the way it goes. Joseph Asles, thank you for everything. Well, wow, thank you so much for everything. Big Daddy Gurlat says, Dragon Age 4 would be sick. You know what? I'm not against that. I've not played a lot of the Dragon Age games. Like, there's been... I know a lot of my friends love those games, for sure. Andy Kaufman comes in and says, Madden. Of course, right? See, like, if we cut into the conference right now... Let's see.
Titans and Dolphins. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry.
That's Jose. He used to be on the Electric Playground working with Victor Lucas.
Praise Jimmy Jesus.
So yeah, we'll cut in later on. I don't think anything really exciting is going on here. They're just interviewing people about Madden. I want the conference. I just want the conference. It's a lot of pre-stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to read some. Boy, the chat's going by so fast. Dan Marr, Johnny, greetings from Russia. We love you. Well, thank you. And you know what's so surreal is so many people watch in Russia. Some of my episodes have been translated into Russian, which I think is wonderful. I think even the movie I did was translated into Russian. That's amazing. Like that's, I don't know what the video game scene is like in Russia, but it's amazing that sometimes these shows on YouTube are being watched all over the world. Like, it's incredible in other languages. Byron Chandler, Johnny, if you read this, are you excited for Dragon Quest XI? Lots of love from Wisconsin. Hello, Wisconsin. And absolutely, I am thrilled and excited about Dragon Quest XI. Quite a lot. I can't... obviously I played the Japanese version, and I'm looking forward to playing the American version. This is the translated version, and seeing everything that has to offer, for sure. So, very, very cool. Whoa, Becca donates $5.41. Hey, Johnny, been watching since 2014. I love your vids from a fellow Canadian. Thank you. Back to a fellow Canadian. And here's something. I'm actually not a Canadian citizen. I'm a British citizen, and I'm going to become a Canadian citizen in the next year or so. I think I really, really want to do that now. 100%. John Wolf, Happy Console Gator, Happy Console Gamer. Greetings from Greece. Hello back to Greece. It's nice to have you here for sure. Andy Kaufman, date with Kim simulator. Yeah. Kim's in the other room. She's getting ready to go to a baby shower today. So she's not hyped about the EA conference. Kim doesn't watch E3 at all. I kind of watch everything and then I tell her what I thought was kind of cool. Oh, do I hear? Kim hears her name. She starts to come in. Say hi to everybody. Kim looks so nice today just for this baby shower.
Oh, yeah. Hi, everyone.
Right here.
There we go. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. So we're just getting ready to... I think we got... How long we got? We got 16 minutes to go before the real conference begins and all that kinds of stuff. So, yeah, real excitement. Jordan Parker says, Johnny, have you ever played the Skate series, mate? Tony Hawk. I'm more of a Tony Hawk guy. I did play Skate. I didn't like the mechanics of it too much. But you know what? I didn't play enough of it. I'm more of a Tony Hawk person.
Even I played Tony Hawk.
Yeah, everybody did. Yeah,
my brother had it in his room, and I always sneak in there and play.
That was good. The original?
Yeah.
It's so good. The original, the music is so fantastic, and they had to get rid of the music later on, some of them. Yeah. Let's have a see. Ellis Scott, beards. Yeah, absolutely. Kim's got a wonderful beard going on here. Yeah.
I love your beard.
I know. I like it. Once you go beard, for any guys, which is mostly who's watching, once you go beard, it's hard to go unbeard.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever shave now. Yeah. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
No, you can't.
Hickory, by the way, Johnny, I am Luxembourg. I'm in Luxembourg, which is in Europe, a tiny country that's in the middle of Germany. Oh, just look at that.
France and Belgium.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, my family's from Germany.
Alan Mayoral, hi from fellow Earthlings. Well, we're not really from Earth.
No.
No, it's where we. Zenokai, Johnny, man, how good would a PSO remaster be? I know it's not from EA, but it's E3 and we can dream, right?
Clueless Gamer, have you
That would be
lost your
amazing.
British accent?
Have I?
Yeah.
Have I? Okay, have I
lost your British accent?
Have I lost
Yes.
my British accent?
Yes.
Yes.
But your mom fully has her British accent.
Oh shit, yeah. She's been here for like 30 plus years.
Yeah, you forced yourself.
Yeah, I was made fun of so much when I moved over here that I made myself lose it.
Oh, you even got the little things on.
What thing?
I saw the hand guy pop up with the power glove.
Oh,
is that like the
did
donation
that
thing?
pop up? Oh,
Yeah.
that means it's a donation.
Oh, okay.
Trigger Z donates $5 to Super Chat. Thank you, Trigger. Thank you so much for that.
That's what that meant.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, did it show? It shows up. Yeah. Wait,
Sorry.
we're still getting used to the world.
It's such a production.
Yeah, the world of streaming. Like this production here, even to do it 720 is a huge production. Like I have a monitor going on over here.
Yeah.
I got 2 lights going on here, microphone here, camera here, and laptop here, and then a trusty knife just to whirl around. Rand Hick, My most anticipated game this year is Dragon Quest XI and Octopath Travelers. Yeah, Octopath Traveler, you're going to be playing that. It's a game by Square Enix. It's a role-playing game.
Ooh, I love Square Enix.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's for you to do. We'll do it
Okay,
together.
yeah, I know.
But we're always working, me and Kim work together to play a lot of
sure.
games because you just can't, with the amount of games coming out, like, it's impossible to play everything.
Well,
So
it's not really, like, if you just play it and I don't play it or whatever, we play
yeah,
it together.
yeah, for sure. I would walk in and sit and watch. Like,
Yeah.
Atenki, do you skate? Go Red Dragons. I don't skateboard anymore.
No.
You know what it is? I get scared of injuring myself.
Please don't.
Grivelly Pride. Hey Johnny, are you hoping for Final Fantasy VII remake news? Of course. They better announce a date this year. The Square Enix conference. There's got to be a date.
Yeah.
We waited way too long for this.
For
It's
sure.
ridiculous. It's so funny on their stream. I'm watching it on the other screen, and they're majorly having some.
Issues?
You know what? Yeah. No, it's okay. It's flowing, but every once in a while it's buffering. That's their end, not our end. Our internet's great. Here. Lardagong, you think EA will change their business model? Oh, you mean from all the microtransactions and stuff like that? It's going to be interesting if they do say something like that. That's going to be really, really interesting. Johnny, how good are you with flipping a ball song Butterfly Knife? I'm really good at it. I'm not going to do it right now with camera on, but yeah, I'm fine with it. No problem there.
Wow.
What stream am I using? I'm using the EA official stream off YouTube.
There we go.
That's the official one I'm using.
That guy looks familiar.
That's the guy who works with Vic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, we're watching it.
Sorry,
See, if you
yeah.
can see, I can just switch to the other view.
There we go.
Of
Yeah.
who we're watching.
Deli and James.
Everybody's excited about
The
this.
Sims. Oh my
So tell
gosh.
us a
Yeah,
little
Kim
bit
was
about who you
really-
are and
Oh,
what
as a
makes you so
kid,
prolific in
the
world
the
of The
cheat
Sims.
was Rosebud, and
I'm
you
Julia
get all this
Christie,
money.
and I'm a YouTuber
And then I just
streamer,
loved
and I
building.
make Sims
Did you? Yeah,
Oh,
I never played The Sims. It wasn't my style of game.
Like, we were
I
so
run a channel called The Sims
cruel
Supply,
that if
and
we
I,
didn't
yeah,
really
play
want
The
your
Sims,
character
build
anymore, you
houses.
put
I
them in
love
the
to
pool.
design.
Oh,
And
that's
then you
cool.
take away, no, then you take away the
So
ladder so
I'm-
they can't get
Ah,
out.
that's cool. That's cool. Sorry, we're just cutting in and we're cutting out of there. John, if you see this message, don't say anything. Shh. Well, that's too late for that, man. Way too late for that. Oh, and Isha Gaming is saying Sims. She absolutely loves. Yeah, you get a hi from the Kim.
Ha.
Do you think Devil May Cry will be officially announced? Let me just say that I think so. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say any more than that. Yeah. Jordan Parker, quick, Johnny, review a game on your shelf. I don't have time. We got 11 minutes to go.
Which one?
I can't even review a game on the shelf. Okay.
Oh my gosh, here we go, on the spot.
Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, beautiful music, very simple game, very nostalgic, very wonderful. What can I say about it? Very simple play mechanics. This was a really big deal game when it first came out because there wasn't a lot of RPGs. I played it. It wasn't a real Final Fantasy game to me, but it was a good Final Fantasy style of game. It was kind of generated for kids. Oh yeah, I think we're done. Was that okay?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad to be on the spot.
Any Resident Evil 2 remake news you think? There's got to be. I believe that's going to be at the Sony conference. There's some leaked stuff, right? So we'll see for sure. Oh, we got Trigger Z donates $2 through Super Chat. Love your Final Fantasy 6 vids from Mexico. Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. What a great game. Final Fantasy 6, which was 3 over here for sure. So.
Nice.
Well, we still have 10 minutes to go. I don't know what this is going to be such a lukewarm conference. They need to do a big apology and say, you know what? We kind of screwed up on Battlefront and some other games. We're going to learn from these mistakes. If they say that, they're going to gain some respect back. And they have to say that. Remember when they fucked up with Battlefront in the beginning?
Yeah.
And they fixed all of that. They gave you a single player mode, which wasn't the greatest in Battlefront 2. I didn't love that single player mode as much as I should have. I hope they get it a little bit better. Dirk Steger donates $10.
€10.
Yeah, well, €10. Great to see you guys live. Love your videos. Greetings from Germany. Well, thank you so much. Greetings. Kim is German.
Guten Morgen.
Oh.
That's as far as it goes.
Do you know any other German?
No, like Scheiße, Essen Scheiße.
That's-
is eat shit. Like, of course, you know all the bad
I know. It always happens, right? It always happens. Too funny.
Oh my gosh.
Brent Dick donates $5. Some of you guys have the most amazing names. I've been here for a very long time. You got me into so many new games and music. There's no one else on YouTube who tells stories quite like you. You're honestly making me nostalgic for a few times I've never known. Thanks for all the years and love from the Netherlands. Well, thank you.
See,
Thanks so much.
You are such an amazing storyteller.
Well, thank
That's
you.
what I love about
Thank
you.
you. Well,
You're so good at
wow.
it.
I'm getting
So
a
good.
compliment. Thank you.
Compliment
I'm getting a
for me.
compliment. Thank you. Let's have a see. We're buffer. You know what? The conference, even when it kind of is like buffering, it's not too bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. You know, for sure. Happy Cons Gamer transiting by BC Airport. Can we hang out for a day? I am busy until Wednesday. I am fully booked.
Yeah.
Like it's absolutely nuts. Johnny Goat Storyteller. Thank you. Your stories rock. Thank you. I love you, man. Eric, originally from Quebec. Hello from Quebec. Quebec's a beautiful place.
Bonjour.
Absolutely beautiful place.
As far as that goes.
My favorite is your, this is from MD 22420. My favorite is your Final Fantasy XI addiction story. Man, that was a story that was a story I wanted to tell for years. That was that was one of the best times in my life and one of the worst times.
Yeah.
It really was such a unusual thing. I didn't think I'd get so addicted into an online game.
Oh my gosh, sorry. It's been years since I played The Sims, and it has come a long
Yeah.
way. Holy cow. Wow. Okay.
Just a second.
Sorry.
I'm just,
oh, right, because they can't see it. Unless they're
Yeah. I'm just.
Holy shit. You said you're going to get a PC, right?
Oh yeah.
You can play that on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The White Wolf. Love your channel, Johnny. Being a sub for years. Thanks for all the great moments you share with us. Well, thank you, The White Wolf. I appreciate it. I'm really lucky that you guys tune in and watch my stupid ass talk about stuff. You know what I mean? It's really nice. I'm really humbled by it. I never yes, I have so many fans who adore me all over the world. I feel very, very privileged and lucky that all of you guys watch. Yeah, it's really, really nice. For sure. Like Jack 007, $10, thank you. This is Chozo Knight from Twitter. Hope you're doing great. I'm replaying Final Fantasy X on Vita during the live stream. Are you looking forward to Anthem? You know, that's a great question. Anthem is a game that I'm super excited. I'm super thrilled about. We got 6 minutes to go. In about 5 minutes, we'll get started.
I think I'm going to finish getting ready.
Kim's got to go. This is perfect timing.
Yay.
Kim's got to go. She's going to a baby shower today.
Well, have fun, everyone.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
have fun, too.
Yeah, we'll have a good time.
I'll see you in a bit.
Absolutely.
Okay. Love you.
Yeah, love you, babe. See ya. Bye. You want to shut the door?
Yep.
Awesome. All right. A sip of water. I better not do anything and hit the water over the laptop. I get so excited. You know, I'm like, yes, another Madden. I'm just gonna... Yeah, just a second here. Just gonna get this other stream. They're having a hard time on where is? There we go. I'm just gonna refresh their stream. Like, it's so laggy on their end. Yeah, how many people have they got watching their stream? 133,000. That's what's going on here. Okay, I just refreshed them. Okay, we're back. 4 minutes ago, I'll zoom in a couple of seconds here. We're all good. I'll just answer some quick questions. Also, when I go into watching mode, none of the super chat stuff will show up to disturb the conference. Kind of got that kind of going. Like Jake 7, oh, got that one. Peter Confield donates $4.99. Thank you. Hi Johnny, love the show. How can we send you stuff in the mail? And I fully agree with stories and especially the Christmas videos. I'll open up a P.O. box in the future. You know what I did was, honestly, I shut it down because it became, people were sending so much stuff that I felt bad. And I just was like, I can't accept all this stuff. That's kind of where I was at mentally. Isn't that interesting? It was too much. And I just was like, you know, I'm good. I felt bad because I couldn't thank enough people and all that kind of stuff. So going back to the chat, it's slow over there because of the amount of people watching. It's server issues. Absolutely it is, for sure. So if we have any issues, you know, we're expecting this for sure. It's going to happen. Also, this is my first stream. You know what I mean? But it's really on their end. Trigger Z says, hey brother, it was Final Fantasy 11, not 6. Yeah, I was kind of wondering, I thought you were talking about the Japanese version. You never know. Somebody might have be referring to 6 when I was referring to 3, but you meant 11. I gotcha. It's all good. It's all good. Hi from Buffalo, General Chaos Remake. Trigger, like... What conferences are you looking forward to the most? I'm looking forward to Sony. I'm looking forward to Square Enix, and I'm looking forward to Nintendo. But you know what? Let's not write Microsoft off this year. And I really mean that. We don't know what they're gonna do. It could be really exciting for sure. I'm only gonna cut in when there's about a minute left. I haven't put the headphones on yet. Try to answer some questions. Nintendo all the way, somebody says. I'm hoping Bethesda. Yes, of course Bethesda as well. I'm looking forward to them. 100%. Who thinks Pikmin 4 has a chance? Are you going to show the EA conference here, Johnny? Yes, I am. In all of its 720 glory. As I say, I'm getting a power PC after this fucking E3, that's for sure. I've learned a big lesson about what I need to go forward with the show in the future and for the kind of quality that I want to produce, for sure. Hey Johnny, just wanted your thoughts on letting people know I have a disability on Final Fantasy 14. All right, yeah. Hey Johnny, Parasite Eve review someday. You know what? Yeah, a lot of people have reviewed the game now, haven't they? I guess the best I can bring to it is like some memories episode. I'd like to do a memories episode with Rob. We really love Parasite Eve a lot. Like a lot. I think we talked about it a little bit, but we could always talk about it more. Oh, I love this. Risky Stretch. Johnny's going to turn into a PC gamer at long last. You know what? I'm not against. I've hit a plateau and I'm like, I need a powerful PC. And one that's going to be insane. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. Seeing the limitations of some of the technology I have lately has really pushed me in that direction. And I think that's a good thing. And I think you'll see some really good things going forward. I want to be able to run Final Fantasy... we got 47. We're cutting in. We're going to cut in right here.
I was rapping.
All right.
We're still going. Or not rapping. We're still... I was lied to. Welcome to the Family Fun Zone, my friends. This is where you can get all your real racing
Clark Josland, Dreamcast. This is our E3. We got Shenmue 3 now for Power Stone 3. Come on, Sega. Wouldn't a Power Stone 3 be unbelievable?
I'm jumping in live.
That'd be amazing.
But the camera's on. There's a ball pit over here. There's food over here. We're going inside.
What are your predictions for so Johnny, what are your thoughts on Yakuza 6? I haven't gotten into it as much as I want to. I'm going to start with 0, and I'm going to try to work my way up. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm already not excited. Yeah, I guess what I'm looking forward to is a new Star Wars game. Something really exciting, maybe an online style game or something like that. I'm not a big FIFA guy, but you know what? FIFA is really popular. I got a lot of friends that really like it in Europe, so I can't bash it too much. What is going on here?
about that
Oh,
a little
there's
bit
Anthem?
later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course.
Let's reveal.
We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans?
Yeah.
You guys excited?
I'm not really starting off too excited either. I was like,
Then
hey.
we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course,
I want
we
to
got
see
the
Anthem.
woos for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me?
Jesus.
Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show.
He's like, leave me
So
alone.
without further ado, let's get things started.
Oh. Okay. Well, you know, I'm not going to be a hater. A lot of people really enjoy these games, so it's going to be an hour talking about this.
Right, it's time.
I love
to
it.
kick
He
this
got
thing
pulled
off.
into the cringe, that
It's
guy.
been 2 weeks since the reveal
funny.
of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting. It's been a lot of speculation and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. And you want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive Battlefield yet.
It certainly is. You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies. Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned destruction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well,
that's kinda cool.
you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you.
Oh,
as
wow.
they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that. So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow.
Okay.
So, our launch in
Wonderful.
October is just the beginning. You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass.
Hey, Robbie. Oh, yeah, you had to say that. Thank God. Well, that's
Every day
good.
will bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
It's Royale.
What a surprise.
It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience. So we will bring you an experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere else. But more about that later this year.
So with that, it's time to show you what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time, it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
Laughing at the chat and reading it still too funny. I gotta ask you guys, are you big fans of this series? I played a little bit of like 3, that was about it. No. Some people say no. I wonder if I love Battlefield. Somebody says a lot of people say not much. A lot of people say yes. You know, yeah, for sure. Not even close. There's so many different style shooter experiences now to pick and choose. I think it's divided the audience for a lot of these games. There's so many choices. Okay, if that's it, that'll be great. Okay, move on. Let's go. Awesome. Oh no, of course not. 40 more minutes goes by right now. You know what I mean? Nordl's War Story. First look in the Xbox E3 briefing tomorrow, of course.
Quando eu era criança, sempre sonhei em tornar-me campeão. É preciso determinação e vontade de vencer.
Here we go. You know what? As I say, I'm not going to be a hater. I'm just not I'm not really a fan of football games, as they say in Europe.
Esta é a tua oportunidade.
Because I am European.
De mostrares ao mundo. Tu és campeão.
FIFA Battle Royale. That's funny. Is that it? That'd be great if that's it. It feels like last year for me, the way I felt last year. I was just like, I'm just always waiting to get through this stuff.
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about it.
So I love the chat.
As
It's so
Aaron
funny.
said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. and it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here.
I've been asking for anything.
And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League
Alex
glory
Hunter.
in your story mode, The Journey.
We all love
in
Alex
FIFA
Hunter.
Ultimate Team,
Remember
there'll
last
be
year?
live and
Alex
authentic
Hunter.
Champions League
That's all they kept
content.
saying for like
And
20
we'll share
minutes.
more details on that, along with all our other Ultimate Team features later this summer.
And all of that's just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay. And this year, we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical.
Somebody asked if I play FIFA, the White Wolf. I do not play FIFA.
How passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community. From hands-on tests with beginners to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros. And we're going to be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year. So we look forward to everybody experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions this week. And also, of course, we're extremely excited for everybody to play it when we launch on September 28th. And that's our FIFA 19 news, headlined by the UEFA Champions League. But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect.
No. Why?
Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal.
Is it?
You know, growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning.
Oh my God.
And for your club, it's this one. The pursuit of Champions League glory.
It's just a silver cup, man.
But for your country, it's this trophy. The World Cup. And with the tournament starting in just 5 days...
Oh no, you know what's happening to me? I'm kind of getting bored where I want to start saying fucked up shit.
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why we've just updated the game with a free World Cup experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch. But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year. Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country like mine.
You know what though?
Iceland.
Like I totally get why people like this game. I just,
that the nation
for me,
of
I just fall asleep when I'm watching a
350,000
conference about it.
people would ever qualify. And you can feel their excitement.
Can you feel my excitement? Yeah, it's right here. Clark Josland asks, John, give a shout out to Samantha, love in the glass half. Goddamn EA and microtransactions. I'm thankful I haven't got a red PS4 controller. Yeah, because I'd probably smash it.
But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game.
Hey,
right
Steel
now
Angel Vicky in the chat, I gotta ask you, are you excited about FIFA? Because you're, you know, I know you live in England. So is this like a big thing for you and your boyfriend? Do you love playing
this? To
this?
kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer will bring so much more for FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you, and auf Ravistan!
Yeah! I need some of that excitement. I don't do drugs, but man, I feel like I need to do drugs to watch this conference at times. I'm like, yeah! I'd love to feel some artificial excitement because I don't feel any.
On the biggest stage at the World Cup.
Good morning.
Good morning.
EA Sports, FIFA 19. You know, the FIFA community never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing in competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms. For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week, we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future.
Kind of concerned in the future that everything's just going to be streaming. You buy one device to stream.
And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games.
Have a beer.
Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premier. So 3 things you need to know about it. Origin Access Premier will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade. Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come.
Can't wait to see Anthem. That's one thing I'm looking forward to.
Our library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers. And third, it will launch later this summer. So that's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend. Thank you and have a great show.
Goodbye. Rick Dog SLC says, you should have grabbed a couple of beers, Johnny. I'm straight edge and this conference is already making me want to open my first beer. Fuck. I'll definitely have some drinks after E3, that's for sure. But some people are saying Skate 4 subscription to play any EA game. Hi from the UK. My brain is lagging more than the stream. Shendu. Johnny, you gotta play some skates. I know. I think I have a skate game in my collection. I think I have it. Somebody's having Jack and Coke right now. Drink gang away. That's awesome.
Hey,
Eric.
everybody.
Oh, no.
What's up? So I'm here sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I love this stuff. I love seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Good.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
I hope
Well,
so.
I'm going wild. I don't know about anybody else.
So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen Order.
So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the dark times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being hunted. So it's going to be spectacular.
Execute Order
So for
66.
all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes
Be
is it?
Revenge of the Sith.
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. You got any other tidbits?
It's not a nice.
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Bad
Okay,
time.
let's see it.
Does that mean it's gonna just be all dark? And
Let's see it.
It's amazing.
all right, so I think people are now anxiously want to know, like, when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Sorry to dash any hopes.
No.
But now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh yeah.
Well, Vince, it was
Okay,
great to
that's
see you.
kinda
Thanks for
funny.
stopping by the show today.
Yes.
We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
All right. This is what I'm interested in. Oh no, not Battlefront 2, but you know, Battlefront 2 is a fun game.
Hello
It's just
there.
all that other shit
My
that
name
came
is
with it.
Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right. So
This
instead
guy.
of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And thank you. It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends. We're also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets
Have
from
we?
a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
Okay. Is that really exciting? It
It's
was already
only
kind of like.
fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce the
General
most
Grievous.
powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finally
have
making
the
his
old-
debut
yeah.
in Battlefront after all these years.
Ewan McGregor back?
But we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as
Can't wait to play as
someone
Count
to bring
Dooku.
balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
Yay.
The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things. EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront. We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future.
It's an apology, I guess.
Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build.
You know, hey,
there
give
would
him
be
some
no
credit. You know how
Battlefront
hard it
without
is
you.
to get on stage and do that?
So thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, good for him. I
and
mean,
enjoy the
like,
rest of E3.
I couldn't do that. Could you do that? Like, honestly, when you guys think about it, could you get on stage and do that? You know how hard that is? He had to kind of, like, say sorry for everything, you know? Like, and he delivered it okay. Somebody said he sounds like he hates his life. Oh, my God. What is this? He looked like he was on death stick, somebody says.
Hi, it's really good to see you.
Is it?
In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people.
Uh-oh.
In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest, you find hope.
Do we?
And you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure. So welcome to Unravel 2. It's a game about fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters.
I love that. I'd rather unravel myself, somebody says.
Or you can play it in co-op with a friend. But there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure.
I guess
this game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier
I didn't
and
even
more
play the first. I don't know much about it.
But above all, it's a lot more playful.
You know, I'm not going to knock it. Like, if kids or anybody young of heart wants to play this, that's fine. It's not my type of thing, though.
I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage. So a producer at Coldwood. And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can
Isha
play
Gaming
the game
says not
in co-op
interested.
with yourself, essentially.
the hammers come down.
So this wasn't prepared.
Oh.
There we are. So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game.
Yeah.
And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments. Places that were like
Turkey versus
fun
yarn.
and exciting.
That's what this should be called.
And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters. Because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond
1,000
between
people
you
are
to
watching? Are you
overcome any
serious?
obstacle that you come across.
Holy shit.
So I guess I'll jump in at this point.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be the red one.
Okay.
You'll be the blue one.
I'll be blue.
I hadn't played the first game, but it's got a
flip,
Pikmin aesthetic, right? But obviously it's not the same thing. Side view kind of action game.
And the bird is back.
Turkey versus yarn, the game.
Playing
Coming
it
this
now.
summer.
Oops. I'll swing. All right. Nice. And I'll catch you. There you go.
Can I swing now?
Okay, you go ahead. So here it goes.
Oh.
Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can do it. Got it?
Am I missing something? What's with the kid ghosts in the background? It's really weird.
Oh, faster. Oh, sweet. Well done. Okay, I'll go up and distract the grouse. You can.
I'll sneak up here.
Does the excitement ever end?
Your turn.
Yeah, look at me.
It's kind of charming, right? It's not something that I play, but it's got some charm to it.
Now I'll go.
This game looks like it would drive me fucking mental. Like I'd go nuts playing this with a friend. Me and Kim couldn't play this game. We'd get a divorce. I swear to God. We'd be so frustrated.
Now we can breathe again.
Yeah, finally.
Or can we?
Take that, bird. Foiled again. Oh.
So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2. I'll
quote the person that said in the chat, I think my life is becoming unraveled now.
Yeah, I really hope you like it. And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort on so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
Love you forever, my friend. Love you for all of eternity. Unravel, the movie, the TV show. Unravel is unraveling this summer. The major motion picture. Okay, you know what? I saw enough. Unravel your boredom. So I'm being too. I'm just trying to have a bit of fun here. The game doesn't look too bad, but it's just like, yeah. Out of curiosity, I'm going to ask you guys: would you play this game? Is this something that you're interested in? Is it like? I'm curious. Yes, no, hell no, 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 nah, no, co-op, yeah, yes, yeah. Or Isha Gaming's just saying no. And somebody said love the first one. Well, you know what? I didn't even, to be honest with you, didn't even really know much about the first one. And I usually know about most video games that are out.
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at Coldwood. The game is really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids.
There you go,
But
and maybe for that it can be great.
amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right.
Everybody, look out! I gotta go.
I
gotta go play Unravel. It's all ending
here.
here.
The game is finished. It's out.
You hear somebody in the background listening to mine? Oh my God!
So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood.
I'm so happy that people get excited over that.
We
It's
started
great.
on this journey with the original Unravel to seek out the most creative, independent developers
Turkey
and bring
64.
them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out.
Oh, I remember.
And I think we all kind of remember that.
Oh, yeah. Very
and
memorable.
You might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I did. Anyhow, in March, that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio.
Oh, wow.
So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Jomai Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude, eh?
Thank you, Patrick.
Oh.
I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, like, our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too
she's so
excited.
nervous. It's so tough. It's tough. Oh, take a breath. You're doing good. You've got to give her an applause. That's so hard.
Thank you. We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how the concept seems to just float out of me right into the hand and onto the paper. I think this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting.
What?
In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also
Somebody says in the chat,
how
damn, is this
outsiders,
a
friends,
depressing game?
and families
Sounds like
see
it.
those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger.
The chat is so
Some
funny.
would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy
Christ.
or your hope. This is what being
Somebody said in the
human is
chat,
all about.
suicide the game.
And
It's
that's
so sad.
what our game is all about. Thank you.
Holy depression, eh? Oh my god. Like, this is just gonna be...
Real? This world that I live in is empty and cold.
It's kind of a cool shell-shaded look to it.
Loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul. I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son.
Oh, wow.
I've just chased you so long now, I'm too weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing is new. Alone in my room, I tremble.
Okay, you know, jokes aside, that looked really interesting. Honestly did. way better than what she was hyping it up to be. I thought, holy shit, this is gonna be a black screen of, you know, depression.
I'm not the only one. We are the one. We can shut you
Too
down,
satanic.
and we can
Yes,
put you
I
in
agree.
crossover.
I'm just gonna answer a question here. Paula Du says, stuck at work watching this boring conference. Luckily, I have you and everyone else to suffer with. Thank you. Yeah, well, that was a fun little thing. Yeah, she just really made that game sound like it was gonna be. Oh, I was so not looking forward to it. Then you see the game, it was like looks pretty okay.
As long as you hold your court.
You know, this is going to sound really funny. I've been really wanting to play... One sport that I really like is basketball. I love playing basketball. I would really like to play a basketball video game. I haven't played one in years. So anything they bring on here, I'm going to be I'm actually going to be interested in watching, which is, you know, for a sports thing. I'm not a sports hater. I used to play a lot of sports, in fact.
Is my squad.
Be alive, 19. NBA Jam, I know. That's what somebody says in the chat. NBA Jam was great. I used to love that game back in the day.
AKA Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Madden belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim the major.
Oh, this guy's got attitude.
He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
And here he is now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
3rd and 4, throws it low. T.Y. drops it.
That was a phenomenal read, and Trini's got the lead.
40-19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have a incredible matchup. It's a rematch. Touchdown, Kev. He throws it high, and young Kev is going to be your champion.
Can I play you again?
You want to get smacked again on TV?
Oh, the attitude. Woo.
Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
Don't fuck with this guy, man. Don't fuck with him. Oh my God, he's here. We're not worthy. We are not worthy.
Okay, baby, how you doing?
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kiv, Madden 18, Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kiv, y'all. Give it up.
What the?
Oh. Young Kiv, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
It's I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm. So then I picked up Madden, and at first I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow, okay.
Oh, he did good. I thought he was going to crash and burn, but he totally picked it up.
Player in Madden, so hurt your arm in baseball. That's number one. Number two, you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to a tournament. So, like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go.
Chase that money, folks. Chase that money.
That's awesome. Okay, now the past few years, how has it been for you? I know you had some ups and downs.
Somebody writes, real athlete talking to fake athlete. Lol, that was by John Williams.
I made the final on TV and got blown out by all those losses. It made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's how I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is
Yeah,
so
I need a
amazing.
pair of pants like that. I think Kim would really appreciate that.
Well,
like, Kim, these are my new
EA
pants.
Play,
What do you think?
You know, first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever, but I'm not going to board you guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt, you know, round two. So we're out. Have a good day.
Chase the money, guys. Chase the money. Off you go. There they are, chasing the money.
You've worked your whole life to get to moments like these. To the very top of the mountain. You battled through the pain and failure. All just to get to this place where you've been told legends are born. You fall so you can rise. And you rise so that you can truly see.
Juice for 89 donates $1.99. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. What's your favorite E3 cringe moment? I honestly think it was last year with that Jesse Wellens when he turns around and says, "Hey guys, Jesse." And I mean, I was watching on my own. I wasn't streaming or anything, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I felt so bad for him. It was like, you know, that's probably the one that really will always stick in my mind.
Would you let the moment define you? Or will you define the moment?
I will define the moment. How many Maddens has there been now? That's amazing. When you think about it, over the years.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, we're going to do this presentation a little bit differently.
Super excited to be
give you
here.
your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live winner-take-all head-to-head match.
Fuck.
Michael, why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing. The objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination, unit automatically moves there. The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant
is this a mobile
nuclear
game?
missile
No,
in the
no,
center of
no.
the map. Control the missile by standing
What do you guys
on a
think?
majority of the
Everybody's
control
freaking out.
points.
Mobile
A
game.
bar
Everybody's
fills
going
up while the
nuts.
missile
Yeah,
is
yeah,
set.
yeah.
Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up.
Thanks,
will fire the
James
missile.
Lloyd Tiffner.
Takes
I
2
appreciate
missiles
it.
to destroy the enemy's base and win.
Ninman 58.
Sounds great,
Are you
Michael.
excited
Well,
for
enough
all
talking about
of
it.
the
Let's get to this
microtransactions?
match.
Absolutely.
I am excited for
All right,
all
ladies
of
and
them.
gentlemen, we have an
And then the
awesome matchup
microtransactions on
lined
top
up
of
for you here
those,
today.
and those on top
Fighting
of
for
those.
the blue side of the room, if you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control.
I can't clap loud enough. Oh, louder. We have to clap for him. Look out.
His opponent, fighting for the red side of the room, a competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
Nick at Night. Oh, I love this guy. He is incredible. Best mobile player I've ever seen. Incredible. He'll blow your mind.
It's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles and the
A
competitive
clash of the
backgrounds
Titans
these
going
players
on
have.
here.
It should be a great match.
It really is. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I'm losing my
Players
shit.
ready? Let's get this thing going.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game.
Oh, boy.
Out there.
Whew.
It's a good genre.
I need to
I'm
calm
very
down here. I'm
excited
getting
for
all
this. The players
hot and
are
bothered.
Loading in, and we are
Loading
ready to
into the
kick
match. Here we go.
this off. As the players' bases have been deployed, and the action begins like any strategy
Oh,
game.
boy.
Economy will be the
Look
focus,
the
but it's hard
fuck
to
out.
start things off.
Shit
Nothing
is
too crazy.
happening.
Too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that top point. Both players,
God.
of course, trying to take
This
that
is
position. Nick and Nick
exciting.
being able to reach it a little bit first in a strategy game. That flank
Wow.
position that In Control is going from the top side, also very important as Nick and Knight's forces have to circle around the center.
Right. Let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get
Can
there?
he create a 2-on-1? Is that
Here
even
comes
possible?
GI with Rhino.
Oh,
Rip off those
wow, look at the
infantry.
strategy that's going on
Anti-infantry,
here.
and like any strategy game, the units that
This
you're
is
going
amazing.
to use when you deploy them.
These are
will have
the
huge
heavy
impact.
hitters
Your
of mobile
micromanagement of your
playing
forces and protecting our
gamers here.
economy.
This is
Nick and
amazing.
Knight with some attack bikes in the top. There he is.
These guys are
Placing the turret on the
legends
top right side
on
to help
phones.
cover
It's, you've
that Rhino as
you've never
attack
heard
bikes
of
move
them.
toward the northwest
Honestly.
position. We can see that the
Never
missile
heard of
is
them.
beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold those control zones.
Right. And In Control making a lot of progress to that.
Oh, a
right
lot of
side
progress. A lot of progress is being made on this. So he's done a great job of deflecting the other guy's attack there. Now he's moving in for a more defensive attack and a more offensive attack. And yeah, he's coming in to the south there. He's bringing out some other mobile troops here, and it's getting really hectic now. I mean, this is easy. This is.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first tank. That's going to be.
Is this
trying to
real
help push
life?
Back these smaller forces as he makes his way to the south side. That missile passing.
How do we
halfway
have
now.
E3 and we have this?
Nick at Night. He will
I
have the
just-
missiles. We see it starts to point
just
towards In Control's base.
Blows my mind.
Let's see.
You
if
guys running out to
In Control
download this
can get
game right
around to that
fucking
south
now? It's
corner,
going to
able
be
hold that missile.
unbelievable.
He does contest the missile, putting it into the yellow position.
Yeah, very important, of course.
Very important. And let me tell you, I love Advance Wars. Somebody just mentioned Advance Wars. I love Military Madness. I love strategy games. But this is an EA thing we have to see right now? Of course it is. They want to sell it. What am I fucking talking about? I'm a moron.
This missile is very, very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
Media glitches here. That's wonderful. This is Joe's favorite game. Joel's favorite game. He loves this. Just loses it every time. Oh my god. Oh my god, their base is on fire. This is insanity. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, this is incredible.
As more of Nick and Knight's forces move up towards that north position, those
oh, he's going for the north position now. Very risky maneuver, but he's going for it. He's not holding back. Oh, he's bringing out some more forces here because he's keep generating forces. And, oh, he's trying to hold the position, but he can't. Isn't that unfortunate? He can't hold the position. Fucking unbelievable. All the the lead up to this, all the practicing, and he can't hold the fucking position.
Yeah, bring in the flank, of course. Those flame guys do
yep.
amazing damage.
Bring in the flame guys. Flame guys are great for killing the non-flame guys. Incredible strategy. They're trying to take out the tank now. Oh, they didn't do it. Will it work? Oh, they took out the tank. Wow. He gambled, and he gambled well. Here we go. Oh, now shit is really on fire. These guys are, they're shooting in all cylinders today for this conference. This is incredible. Wow. Doesn't want to engage. He could engage, but he does not want to.
And we're seeing the first mech unit from In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this is a watch out for this missile.
Oh, the missile, he's launched it. He's launched the missile. Holy shit! The world is coming to a fucking end. Burn your phones. We're nearly over here. It's nearly all done.
But Nick at Knight's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of it.
He's harassing the economy.
First mammoth tank on the board.
Unbelievable. End Control versus Nick at Knight.
That missile just passed halfway.
There's launching another missile? No.
Wow.
They wouldn't dare. That is just a crazy strategy that may just pay off. If he shoots this missile, we're gonna fucking lose our shit. Here it goes. Oh my god! Oh. I need some water in my face. What a victory! Amazing indeed.
That was awesome. Any thoughts, guys?
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so
I'm lightheaded right now.
That was awesome. We saw a little bit of everything right there.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's hear it for Nathanius.
Nathanius, good job. Good job. We'll see you again next year, guys, for the next mobile,
Ladies and gentlemen,
exciting
what you just saw
introduction
was
of a
the
game.
worldwide reveal of Command & Conquer Rivals.
Yes. Wow.
Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy
On
experience
your phone now.
for mobile. We're giving players
take everything you loved and put it on a phone.
Control of their armies in quick, competitive head-to-head matches that are fueled by skill and strategy. Now, Rivals will be coming to iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today. So head to the Google Play Store, search Command & Conquer Rivals. The studio has been having an absolute blast playing this game, and we can't wait for you to play.
A blast, no pun intended.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Somebody asked me, what DLC am I looking for? 9man 58, what DLC? The DLC for that last game will be unbelievable. I'll be downloading that on the old phone app. You couldn't even imagine what that would be like. James Lloyd Tiffner says, I lost my shit. Didn't we all lose our shit there? That was the most exciting game reveal of all time, I do believe. Oh, you know what's so crazy? I thought this was a different game, and it's like it's a CG kind of opening to Command & Conquer Rivals that we just saw. Launch that missile, motherfuckers. The control is power. Remember.
Command & Conquer for a new generation.
A new generation,
Now,
yes.
before we close the show with a spectacular epic anthem, I wanted to share a few final
Someone's
things.
over?
I am blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams, and what I can say about us, is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so, as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through.
Oh?
First, that at the very core is choice, is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly, that no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better, and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games, and as much as you love playing them,
good speaker,
there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact.
Social
Millions of you
impact.
out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world.
A more inclusive world.
A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday thread. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, Pace's National Bullying
Can you just make fucking
Prevention
games?
Center, and
Like, can we
Ditch
just...
the Label, an anti-bullying organization.
Yeah, of course we're all,
doing
you know,
great
we're
work,
for these things,
and
but
we're
like, can we
proud
just...
to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support. Thousands of us at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
Okay, I forgot that we were actually going to get something good.
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos, creating, altering, destroying. The anthem is all that remains.
Yeah, this is like the hub world,
There's
right?
a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
I do have to say I'm looking forward to this game because the reason why I want to play with my friends in this. It kind of gives me the like a Phantasy Star Online kind of vibe. That's kind of what I'm into. I hope it's a big world though. Good song. Love that song. It's good. Well, are we gonna see something more? Isn't that kind of what we saw last year? That felt... Anyways, they gotta show more, yeah. Gotta show more. It was cool until you said
a
that.
couple times, and it's still cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year.
I got a question. Who is
we're
this
all
girl?
BioWare fans.
Can you let me know?
So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Roussard.
Andrew, okay. BioWare. Sorry about the last Mass Effect game.
Thanks for coming out today. Just got a little game to show, right? Yep. It's going to be very exciting. So Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now, we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans. So it's been super satisfying to come back to it. And, you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio. And that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game? And we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover, you know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories sort of bolted on the side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now, you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous, and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single-player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single-player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear when, from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that
as long as it doesn't turn out like Destiny.
Or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. And really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start. And then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that,
I get nervous though, like Destiny was supposed to be that.
And what unlocks us creatively,
I get nervous. It's like I hope it has enough stuff going on for a while in it.
And even the technology and the politics of our new world, and then from there we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world, almost in real time, a dramatic event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool, the way that they sound like they're going to come together. But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to
They love showing the scene over and over.
So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exosuits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world.
We know, we're repeating ourselves.
Will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, have they've discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of creation. And so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's the Colossus.
Of course.
The Interceptor, and
it's funny when you played enough games over the years, like you just know what's going to come from the game.
Each javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage in, or the
I'm feeling like a warlock today.
So
that's my mood.
Really what this allows us to do is we built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to...
That's them. That's on their end. What the mother...
Specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too. So the javelins look awesome, but we're going to take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from @It'sSweetNicole, who asks, as a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear and
just
weapons,
don't say microtransactions and you'll be okay.
The way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the
actual Evangelion
geometry of the suit itself. We want teams to be able to do this as well. And because you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
I'm glad you brought that up, because actually, Jay Legato has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics?
Yeah, so we are going to have
these setup questions
that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot
Could you
boxes,
imagine one of the questions
no
is
ability
like,
to pay for power.
hey, so after the disappointment of Mass Effect,
no
the last Mass
ability
Effect
to spend
game,
money on gameplay advantage
how do you go from there into this game?
But even more
they would
important
never
than
answer
that,
a question like
we want to make
that.
sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels
And
like
you should.
it's complete
You
from
should.
the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new
Ninman58 says, how are EA
Well, I'm glad
going to rip
hear
us
that I
off
can
this
make
year?
My javelin pink.
Hopefully not in this
So,
game.
I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey. We talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
Yeah, it really is about the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above. And then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
Crazy.
So it's interesting because at the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that. Now, going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun, even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op
Giving
a
you the
try.
options good.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult.
Ninman58 says,
well,
you look really interested in this. I am. I want to hear what they have to say, of course.
We show a little gameplay. Yeah? You guys want that?
Isn't that what we've been seeing,
All right,
gameplay?
so Kathleen, I think you're going to set this up for us?
I will. So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start in the Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your Javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey,
do it.
Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Freelancer, time to get to work.
Faye said these bastards made some kind of acid. They're using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
Owen, what's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
Right. Checking out the Scar Camp some more.
Look at all the weapons! Oh, and the turrets! Better move quickly.
Somebody says Destiny 2.5. I think it has some similarities in a lot of ways, the way you play. You know, next single player, playing with your friends, that kind of idea. What do you guys think of this so far?
There's a Shaper relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation.
Wow, a lot of people are not into it. Isn't that interesting?
Be careful.
Wow.
Return them to the relic. You've got to silence it fast.
Right, some people say they're jaded after Destiny 2. You know what? I totally understand.
It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position. On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
Steel Vicky, for what you said in the chat there, I think there is a single player mode. I think multiplayer is optional. That's the big thing that they said. So you can go through the entire game on your own, but how long will that take? You know, but I don't know. It's kind of an unusual world. It seems like a semi-persistent world. Ninman says, not enough microtransactions and DLC. Thumbs down. Here we go. Oh. Just as I was like, a big moment, let's cut to Anthem. When's the date? That's all we care about at this point. When's it coming out?
How cool was that? I'm so hyped, you guys.
Yep, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd,
there we go.
2019 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets. Thank you so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare team.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew it wasn't coming this year.
So I will see you guys there.
All right.
Give it up for Casey Hudson, everybody.
I'm interested in the
I also want to
game.
give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today.
That's the one I'm looking forward to.
That's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything?
No?
You're like, I just want to go outside.
Nobody gives a fuck in the audience. Isn't that funny?
I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin. I'm going to head outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
That's it? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that was very, hey, that was everything that I expected it to be. Let's cut to this so it can play just down below here. Or down below here. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Well, let's let it play out. Final. Usually this is it. They've wrapped up now. I'll flip back if they haven't.
Hi
no.
guys, my name is
We're done.
Boy.
I'm
Welcome
getting
back to the
main
stream.
screen here. Okay, here we're back. We're back. We'll have a little discussion and then I'll call it a day and all of that kinds of stuff. What do you guys think? I'm going to read the chat here. Johnny, your stream is lagging. I could probably believe that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to end this little... and this one here. I should actually get things going a little bit better. Just give it a sec, guys. This is the little laptop that could. As I say, for next year's conferences, I am in a few weeks' time. I'm gonna upgrade to a mega super fucking PC that is going to be able to stream in 4K and doing all that great stuff. So that's stuff to come for sure. Oh yeah, let's read. So what do you guys think of the conference? I'm just trying to do read here for everybody. I was underwhelmed. Johnny gets brownie points for watching the whole thing. You know, you gotta watch the whole thing. You just, you know, if you're into the hobby, you gotta watch the whole thing. I love this stuff. This is like Christmas for video gamers. And you know what? With that conference, we got some coal. We got some coal. Worst conference ever at E3. Wow, really? People are saying that. Dalax says sucked. Thomas McGrath, Hemorrhag, Jake Gordon says sucked. Wow. So yeah, Jesus. It wasn't good, but how about that Command and Conquer game? You didn't get excited about that on mobile? Weren't you losing your mind about it? Oh my God, it was just ridiculous, for sure. What was it? Manga Jack says boring. Sekahai says pretty damn boring. Wow, there's 1,300 people watching. That's insane. That's insane. For any of you who are just joining in now, what did you think? People are like, the cringe of this convention. It wasn't that bad. Nobody really fucked up, you know, badly. It could have been a lot worse. You know, as I say, it wasn't like that moment last year, you know, Jesse Wells? Hey guys, how you doing? I don't even know where I am. That was a moment. That was a hell of a moment last year. So there wasn't really a moment like that. Grundy Bear donates $2 and says, "You deserve this for watching this garbage." Thank you. I watch it and I try to have a bit of fun. You know what I mean? I try to have a bit of fun watching this stuff for sure. Would you stream one of the Street Fighter tournaments? Let me tell you, in the future, I'm going to stream a lot more, but after this E3, as I say, I gotta come in with a power computer. I need to really, I need to do something for the show for the next 10 years, so I'm going to invest in myself and a new power PC, and I'm going to talk to a friend of mine and have it custom built, because I think that's the only way I can get what I need to do, what I need to do. Type of thing. Just reading the chat. Peppa Sylvia. It wasn't too bad. Oh boy. Some more sports games. We all knew there was going to be sports games for sure. Isha Gaming says power computer. Absolutely. That's the plan. That's the plan. I need to kind of start thinking. I've never done any streaming before, so all of a sudden I'm like, oh, my laptop can just barely do this, and I'm like, fuck. You know, and that really frustrated me. And by the time I kind of got it figured out, I was like, yeah, okay, you know, it was too late. I couldn't, like, all of a sudden go out and build a computer. There wasn't enough time. I would have done that. So I've run out of time, unfortunately. Johnny Stream Undertale. Sam Keyworth. Need for Speed Payback. Somebody, Ellis Scott says, happy PC gamer. Hey, I'm not against a super high-powered PC at all. I've always been jealous of my friends who've had these great things, and I think the time has finally come. I think that's all. You know, it took me to 44 years old to do that, right? Which is really, really funny. Spencer Smith says Resident Evil 2. Isn't that some of the excitement to come? It really is. I'm looking forward to some reveals about that. One of me and Rob's favorite games, Resident Evil games of all time. Keyblade Zemna says, do the knife thing. Okay. Yeah, there's the knife thing. Doing it in real time. There we go. I didn't kill anybody. Death Tape, Johnny, Glorious PC Master Race. You know what? I believe that there's room for everything. There's room for consoles, and there's absolutely more room for PCs, because of what PCs can do are phenomenal. You know I'm a big fan of high-powered PCs, and Johnny Tron, related to John Tron, I don't think so, says, Johnny, I would watch your stream on a Windows 95 PC. You're that good, man. I enjoy the unrequited friendship. Unrequited friendship. Thank you. That's really nice of you to say. And I was really, as we were testing the stream last couple of days, I was like, fuck. I want it to be better, and it's the best I can do, but it will be better in the future. That's what I can say. Saramaru joins again. Thank you so much for showing up. Hi, Johnny. Really love these live streams. Thank you. It's fun doing them. It's really nice to interact with all of you guys. That's what this is really about. I can finally chat. We can finally have a back and forth, right? Rather than me just reading comments. So I'm just gonna try to read the chat here. It's because it's going by so fast. Gonzo Duke, it's pretty good. Beast, I was gonna say breast manga. Beast manga says, keep up the good work, matey. Thank you. Let's just showcase this Johnny streams far surpass EA's. Thank you. I think, I will be honest, I think they did a good job of not doing too much of everything. They did the perfect amount of everything. Because sometimes, a lot of you love FIFA, and for me, I don't personally play the games, but I'm not a hater. But sometimes the FIFA bit always goes on for way too long for me, and I'm like falling asleep or something like that. So I thought it was just the perfect amount for everything. My highlight moment, strangely, was Anthem. I've lost a little bit of excitement for it, strangely. Isn't that weird? I've lost a little bit of excitement for it. Castlemania Games, great to have you here. Thanks for dropping by. Surge, they should rehearse more. I think they rehearse a lot. I think it takes a lot to do something like that. And, when it's that nerves, when you come out on stage and you know you're being watched by like thousands and thousands of people, I honestly would like to do it one day just to see if I would choke. The choke lesson, it would be called. Like, is it possible? I go out and I'm like, hey guys, Happy Console Gamer here. Gonna talk to you about the latest Xenoblade Chronicles game. And then it's choke. Who knows? Michael Off the Grid, thanks for the $2. Dynamite Ducks looks better than anything EA showed. You know what? Even Dynamite Ducks is looking a little bit more fun than that mobile game, that's for sure. Let's go back to the chat, get some of these in. Pirate Chess says, thanks for the stream. Always good to see your vids and opinions. Well, thank you so much. And I want to say for all of you watching that I really appreciate you watching the show and coming in and listening to my stupid ass. And I wish there was a way that we could all interact even more. That'd be so much fun, right? Melchior Blade says, hello, Happy Console Gamer, hello back. Dynamite Fucks, Mark Ryan says. That's really a lot of fun. Daniel Terry donates $40. E3 needs more bloodthirsty Lycans on the loose, and Jeff Keighley providing commentary. Mega 64. I love Mega 64. Let me say that. I love those guys. I met them when I was first starting the show, and I think I had like 100 subscribers, and I went up to their booth and met them, and they were really, really nice guys, and I've always loved their stuff. Tygo Perio says, Portugal, good job. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Going back to the chat. Yeah, absolutely. People are saying, Mega 64, fuck, man. They are such a legendary show. I remember watching them before they were even on YouTube. I forget where I used to see them back in 1999, 2000. It was somewhere in there. No. It was somewhere like, when did I see them? Their first video I saw, it couldn't have been that. It was the Shenmue video they did. I'm looking for the 4 Voodoo. That's the video. I'm just kind of getting off the top of my head. Solo Empire says Mega Man 11 October. Yeah, I do believe it's coming out later in the year, for sure. Let's go here. James Lloyd Tiffner says, nothing to see in this comment, same as the conference. It's so funny how we're so judgmental on these conferences. We're so brutal to these people that put in so much work behind the scenes, and we just go, oh, this is boring, fuck them all. It is funny, I do it. I'm the first to say that. I'm the first, but it's funny how we do that as watchers of shows and things like that. Anka Ando, wow, thank you for the $10. It was really nice to watch this alone with you. Thanks, man. Wow. That's really nice. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in and spending a little bit of time with me. You know, I got to say something about this E3 is that usually I've always watched the conferences alone. And I've been really funny. Even when I was younger, I was so into movies that I would only go and see movies alone in the movie theater. Yeah, seriously, because I was like, I want to take it in. I was just like, I classed myself as a connoisseur. I was just a weirdo. I was just like, you know, and it was really nice this year to not just sit in the other room and just kind of like be into it. Because I've often thought I say the funniest shit, I go completely ballistic. Like what happened with that mobile game bit, for anybody who wasn't watching, I started doing the commentary on the video, on them playing this mobile game, and I just had the greatest amounts of fun. I need to entertain myself. Type of thing. And you know, just so you know, behind the scenes I have all these like Nerf guns and so many things if in case anything crazy happens, I kind of lose my mind. Let's go back to the chat here. Melico Blade says, I'm the same with you, with movies. Daniel says, Johnny, best on YouTube. Thank you. Jesus. You know, there's a lot of other really amazing people on YouTube. I'm just another idiot. Indiana says, Anthem, Snorefest, Poggers. Well, that's the way you say that. If you're going to say it, you say it that way. What we got here? You still play water guns, Johnny? God, the funny jokes I could make. I'm holding back. No, but I tell you what we do. Me and Kim have an arsenal of Nerf guns, and sometimes we're like, okay, it's fucking on. And we just fucking go after each other with these Nerf guns and just... It's really, really entertaining. Thanks for streaming this, man. Thank you, Warlander TV. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate that. Whoa, what we got here? Edward Brown donates $2. $2 I won't be spending on equality or EA. Yeah, it's really interesting what a world we live in. Everybody has to come out and say equality all the time. I think that's something that we should all definitely aspire to. But it's like, why did they have to bring that up in a conference about video games? I don't know. I may be missing something there. I may be missing something. Devil May Cry 5, M3P Tereth says in the chat. Let me say, from what I hear, that, yeah, there's going to be another Devil May Cry. It will be revealed at E3, from what I do hear. Marcos Chilio says, Chioli says, greetings from Argentina, Johnny. Love your channel. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Mario E says, EA Sexual Assault DLC. Jesus. Things got dark quickly around here. Metal Gear Solid 6. Could you imagine, I haven't thought about that, if Konami, the Sony conference, announces something? Anything? Because, you know, like we know Konami is just so, you know, they're in a different universe now, and our perception of Konami is in a different universe now, and can they win us back? Well, I'll wait for the Sony conference to talk about all of that, but God, they'd have to pull out some amazing things to pull that off, that's for sure. Somebody writes, Metal Cry 4-7. Yes, they just announced that one. Jade Empire 2, wouldn't that be interesting? That was a fascinating game back in the day. Are you going to follow the Limited Run Conference? You know, I've thought about maybe streaming the Limited Run Conference just for the fun of it. I like those two guys a lot, so we'll see that. Oh, somebody says, Moss1388 says, a new Phantasy Star. Let me tell you, that's never going to happen in a million years. Cheers to non-things happening. I don't believe it in a million years. Somebody writes, I just want DOA 6. Suikoden 6. Yeah, you know, it's so funny. A lot of the games that we really loved in the past and stuff are just get lost in time, and you never hear from them again, you know. And you just wonder, and especially when a company goes through hard times, are you ever going to get a Suikoden, you know, like, is that ever going to happen again? I wonder. Konami will announce Castlevania Roulette Poker Machine. That's too funny. Oh, thanks for the sponsorship, Anaconando. My God, am I terrible at pronouncing names? I am. I really, really am. I'll just answer a few of the super chats here. Petrucci15, $2 donation. Thank you. Love your work, dude. I watch you every Xmas and E3. Well, I'll tell you, what we're going to do this year? When I get the supercomputer, we're going to live stream the Christmas special. I'm going to make it like a 3-hour gig. I'm thinking about putting past clips in there and making it a real live show. Something where we try to capture Christmas, if that's possible, and make it really a lot of fun. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about the future of streaming. As I say, I just need to update some of my technology stuff. Steel Vicky says, if you had glasses, you could read them. The funny thing is, I have my glasses. I just, I hate wearing them on the show. I just hate wearing them on the show. What do we got here? James Lloyd Tiffner says, $2 just to say, too satanic, EA, too satanic. It was a very satanic conference when they got into that mobile game. I was like, oh my God, Command & Conquer on the mobile phone, everything we've always wanted in the world. It really, really is. What else? I'm just going back to the regular chat. Ellis Scott says, no shame in glasses, my man. I agree with you, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to age me if I wear glasses too much. I think it would. We got 3 kilobytes here. Looks good, man. A big shout out to 3 kilobytes. He's the one who, set up this entire stream for me. He worked really hard to get this laptop to do the best it could, and it was the best we could do. We were scrambling to think, do I have enough time to go out and get a powered PC? And I didn't have the time, so I had to settle for it. But Jay was phenomenal in setting this up, and I really do appreciate him for that quite a lot. Grim Tether donates $2. Do you ever use the PlayStation VR anymore? I really do, especially when I have guests over. I always say, hey, you got to play VR. And they're so stunned. It's always their reactions. And I always put them in the Resident Evil kitchen demo. And I always grab them at the end with a big scare just to make them fucking lose their mind. That's a little bit of what I get out of it. I do want more PlayStation VR games going forward. I absolutely do. For sure. For sure. Paula Du says, I hope you're ready for a new Snatcher Pacino machine. Yeah, could you imagine? That's the only way we'd get a new Snatcher. I can't believe we never get one on the 3DS. We've never got a Snatcher in 3DS. It doesn't make any sense. So, let's have a see here. I'm just trying to read the chat. It's going by real fast. Isha Gaming says, too satanic? I agree. Sam Keyword says, it gives Snatcher to Suda. Oh, that'd be a weird game, though. It'd be cool, though. I could see him doing some unique things with it. Yeah. Mobile sucks, somebody writes. You know what? My wife likes mobile games, but she also loves the 3DS. So right now, she's playing Shin Megami, Tensei, Strange Journey, on the 3DS, but she likes the mobile games. She was playing Animal Crossing until she smashed her phone, and she was really upset. She was really high level there and all that. What else? Retro Robbie says there's a slow mode option for chat. Yeah, I'm not hanging out too long, so I'll just let you guys know. Any more questions, just put them in the chat. I'm going to run off. I've been going for the last couple hours here and all that. What else we got? The prototype version of Rez has better music. Oh. New Phantasy Star phone... Oh, yeah, if you mentioned the phone cover, that is my phone cover. This is for my iPhone. I got the Phantasy Star iPhone going on there. Yeah, somebody says, run, John, run. I think it's time to do a bit of running in a second here. Killing Hawk donates $5 and says, greetings from Texas. Johnny, in 2013, you were the only channel giving the Sega Master System love, and I enjoy being a fan of the show since the Ninja Warriors forever. Oh, wow, that's amazing you're a fan of the Ninja Warriors game. Love that game so much. It's so incredible. I just got the Ninja Warriors on PSN, on the PlayStation Network. Oh, it's so good. Like the 3 screens, the original arcade version. Really, absolutely amazing. I'm just going back to the regular chat here. Damien says, are you excited for the Nintendo conference? Of course. Of course. But you know what? My expectations for all these conferences are always way high, and the conferences always come in around there. So it's always a little bit disappointing for sure. I build it up too much, and I think we all do. We build this stuff up way too much. Tygo Piera, Don Santos Silvia. Wow. Donates $10. Thank you. I cannot wait. Sony, Nintendo, Bethesda, E-Series, Phantasy Star Series, Last Alert, and Shenmue, Resident Evil 2 Remake in Sony Press. I love all of those games. And Last Alert. Could you imagine the Last Alert made a return? Wouldn't that be something else? Connor Grubb says, are you going to stream any other conferences? Yeah, you know, that's a good way to segue into it. I'm going to stream all the other conferences for sure. As I say, going forward, I'll have a better stream after this E3. I'm going to talk to my friend JKB. We're going to put together some kind of amazing computer going forward, and I'm looking forward to that. Michael Off the Grid says, Last Alert with classic voice acting. I wonder where those voice actors are now, right? I wonder where they're at now. That's just something else. Just give me 1 second here, guys, for sure. Got so many people watching. JKB back with another PC. We got that. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day for this. I'll be back tomorrow for all the conferences. And yeah, if you want to join me, come back and say hi. You know, I've really enjoyed sharing this time with all you guys and talking in the chat and trying to answer all you guys. It's been absolutely wonderful. Kingdom Hearts Collection Final Mix Switch Edition. Wouldn't that be good? That'd be good on the Switch. I agree with you there. So, thanks, Isha Gaming. Thank you, Steel Vicky. Thank you, JKB. And thank you all of you for being here today. I really, really do appreciate it. So, anyways, guys, until next time.